1428번째 천심원
I would like to welcome and congratulate everyone here who are in the vigil, and we are truly having a happy time. Throughout the world, 21,790 locations connect with us. 48,800 brothers and sisters have gathered to offer prayer and devotion in one heart. In Cheonwon Special District, 207 have gathered in person, including online. 368 have gathered to offer prayer and devotion at Summer University, Cheonshim Church, Daejeon Changwon, Cheonan Iksan, Masan, Ilshin, Daegu. In this order, Heavenly Korea brothers and sisters are attending. For Heavenly Japan, Sendai Church 144, Matsuyama Church 110, Nagano Church 100, Fukuoka Church 100, Toyama Takamasu Kochi Takasaki Utsunomiya, Oita. In this order, Heavenly Japan churches are attending to offer prayer and devotion, gathering their devotion. From Albania, 21-day spirituality workshop training, 50 of them have gathered to offer prayer and devotion. Throughout the world, members are gathering their devotion. At Daejeon Grand Church, it is their 600th vigil. Masan Church is their 600th. Sisima Church 500th. Donggyeong Dongpo Church 500th. Jeju Church 440th vigil. They are offering vigil devotion. Today, your mother is not in the detention center now, but there are brothers and sisters who are still in place to gather their devotion. Gwanak Church, Ansan Church, Guri Church, Seongnam Church, Dongbucheon Church, Unification Martial Arts. 70 of them have gathered at the detention center, connecting to the Cheonshim Won and offering prayer for True Father to mobilize. Today, through Samuel Hadebe, we have received abundant energy, and they told us that they have received abundant energy from Samuel Hadebe and offering prayer and devotion with such energy. Why don't we offer a big round of applause to our brother and sister in detention center? And today, True Family for Position Foundation and Inheritors of Heaven's Love and Blessing and Cheonrigo leaders have gathered to offer prayer and devotion together in one heart. As we pile up our devotion more and more, setting ourselves on fire, and eventually that has led many of our trainees to shout out with great loud voice. Today, long-term workshop training is 636, and amongst them, there are 3-day workshop training. There are 95 of them. And today we have begun 11th Mind and Body Unity Workshop. And these brothers and sisters, especially, we have gathered Hyochang, who are the branch leaders of Korean churches. They have gathered to hold this workshop. Why don't we offer a big round of applause to our brothers and sisters? These Hyochang, whenever there's great work, or whenever Cheonshim Won missionary tours through their church, they are the ones in charge of registration and planning for the workshop. But they do not receive anything. They only voluntarily work. So some Hyochang in grand churches might think that, do I have to do this? Or until when should I do this? Despite such hard, they have been offering sincere devotion. Because of their effort, we're able to set a new record of more than people registered more than 128,000. Even when we began with the preparation song before the vigil, there were people who were shedding in tears. As they have been working for True Mother, their level or their temperature of their heart has been rising up, not even calling out to Mother, even singing the praise song. they shed in tears. I believe that is great blessing. No matter how hard you work, if you don't resonate with mother's heart, then everything will be in vain. All the things that we are doing we must realize that all the thing we're doing is a practice to become absolutely one with Holy Mother, True Mother, and our brothers and sisters of Hyocha are walking that path as a model. So there are 12 programs within this 3-day workshop. They will be doing opening ceremony. We held the opening ceremony. I was able to give main message. Meditation prayer of blooming Cheonshim, the flower of Cheonshim. So the title is Cheonshim Flower Meditation Prayer Workshop. At first it was sanctification. The first workshop was to sanctify and purify the evil spirits, fallen nature within us, and we go into advanced version of the workshop, and finally we have reached to Cheonshim Flower Blossoming Workshop. So there will be Simjeong Cafe, heart-to-heart cafe, and a feet washing ceremony. As brother sister, as they wash each other's feet, they will be experiencing true love. And there's a part where going beyond the faith of experiencing actual feeling and realizing faith, they'll be receiving education. They'll be having laughing education or laughing healing. They'll be having a time where they will be resemble true parents to bloom their heart of flower of Cheonshim. They'll be having praise prayer gathering. They'll be happy relay, and they'll be offering Cheonshim visit devotion twice at the training center. This workshop is truly a workshop filled with grace. So now in the training center, we have various different workshops. We have weekend workshop. We have 1,704th weekend workshop. We have general 40-day workshop. We have workshop for wives of the blessed family. So we are continuously working on the workshops. Do you know the general workshop is 279th. So Korea, Japanese, and international workshop is held in 79th. So we have wives of the blessed families workshop, spirituality workshop, attendance workshop. Through attendance workshop, how can we complete our spiritual body? How can we complete our practice? So attendance workshop, 3-day resonance prayer workshop, and mind and body unity 3-day workshop. So through all this workshop, we are trying our best to fulfill True Parents' words. You heard True Parents' words today.
그것이 마음에 와닿지도 않고 행동으로 옮기지 못하는 것이 참 아쉽습니다.
You have probably heard the Divine Principle lecture dozens, even hundreds of times, yet it is regrettable that many still do not let it touch their hearts or translate it into action. These words were given to us in 2012, the year when True Father ascended to Spirit World. On December 12th, True Mother gave us these words. You might have heard Divine Principle lectures dozens, even hundreds of times, but yet it is regrettable that many still do not let it touch their hearts or translate it into action.
나는 후대를 위한 환경 창조를 열심히 했습니다.
I have worked tirelessly to create an environment for the sake of future generations. How about your parents? Have they fulfilled their responsibility? Have they created the environment for you? Now you, the second generation, stand at the very center of the unification family. You must clearly understand your roots and take responsibility for creating your own environment. Simply put, creating the environment means witnessing. We must witness, bringing people to God's will. That is the only path through which you will not be accused by Satan. Even if you achieve fame or great success in this world, even if you live without compromise within the will, if you leave behind any condition for accusation on earth, you will not be free in the spirit world.
그것을 알아야 됩니다.
You must understand this truth. That is why you continually need spiritual stimulation.
여러분 아까 훈독했는데 기억납니까?
Do you remember what it was said? I just repeated the words. Many people may not have many people might have forgotten this. So if you listen to one ear and let it go through the other, then you'll be forgetting. So that is why, let me read it again. That is why you continue to need spiritual stimulation. If you leave behind any condition for accusation on earth, you will not be free in this spirit world. You must understand this truth. That is why you continually need spiritual stimulation. You must think about 7 billion people of humanity. Our current environment is still far too small. We need stimulation. In order to give us stimulation, you must think that to give us stimulation, the world is persecuting us. Our brother Park Jung-min, who's working at the True Family Counseling Center, he is registered as a disability by the government. As he joined the 40-day workshop, he repeatedly told himself that I can do it. But he was asked to do it, but he couldn't even say those words to himself. As he attended several times of the 40-day workshop, and as he went out to do the witnessing activity, he went to the Christian church witnessing, and they called him heretics, and shouted at him to never come back. And after that incident, he started to change greatly. He became a person who can tell himself that he can do it, and he got better and better. Eventually, he became the staff of this training center. And he moved one of sister's heart. She said that if I lose him, I will not marry. So she came to Center Director Kim Myung-ok, asked her to introduce him, and she received blessing with our brother Kim Jung-min. And we heard her testimony before. We even heard them leading Ong Man-se hand in hand. Receiving persecution, mockery, hearing the words that we are called. All of those are stimulation, spiritual stimulation. All the mockery, all the tribulation, all the persecution, everything are stimulation, spiritual stimulation, in order to witness, in order to create the environment. So you must have the heart that our church you may mock our church, you may persecute our church, but you will see in the future, more people will come, more people will attend our service. I will make a church where leaders of this world will come and bow down to Heavenly Parent's presence to work with us. So Heavenly Parent and the world is persecuting us so that we can receive the spiritual stimulation. So Cheonshim prayer is stimulating us, giving us stimulation. When one's parents' children are not coming out of the church, but as they offer Cheonshim Won devotion, as they offer calling out name prayer for 43,000 times, children start to change their heart, telling their parents, Mom, Dad, I want to go to 40-day workshop. We must offer prayer devotion as we receive stimulation of the stories of the miracles. There are people who have cancer, who are in any sickness that cause people to be in a position of death. But as our members, our spirituality academy trainees of calling out name prayer, we heard stories that through them, through spirituality academy, people were saved. People did not accept the Spirit one. So every night we offer our Cheonshim visual devotion, we must receive stimulation. And the subject who are giving this spiritual stimulation are Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven and earth and humankind. We have read the true parents' words. Heavenly Parent is our eternal teacher, true teacher, our eternal true parents, our eternal true owner. We read these words.
3대 주체 사상의 궁극적인 모델은 하나님이십니다. 참 부모님이십니다.
This is the three great subject thought, and this is ultimate goal of this thought is God Himself. So Heavenly Parent is the one who can give the spiritual stimulation for us to grow, for us to move forward. True Father is not just lying in the Ponyang one. If we offer prayer and devotion, True Father will mobilize and work and give us stimulation through that work. In the presence of Song Yu-chul, True Mother asked, "What are you doing? Why don't you go out right now?" True Father, our brother heard the thunderous voice of True Father, and as he went there, he went out. He witnessed True Mother coming out, and he went next to True Mother, he held True Mother's hand, he shouted, "True Mother, Mother," and we saw that scenery. You must receive spiritual stimulation. You should not just live like yourself and leave this physical world without making any accomplishment, without receiving any stimulation. You must receive stimulation from True Father in the spirit world. You must receive stimulation from True Mother, from all the other members in the spirit world. That is why, in order to receive these stimulation, we are attending the workshop. And 636 members are attending workshop, but they are not just attending. They are attending Cheonshim Won Vigil and become the fire that can spread throughout the world. No matter how many... Even if you offer Cheonshim Won Vigil devotion for 1,428th time, if there are no one who can set the fire, what would happen? Let the fire for holy fire to spread. If you're sitting down and thinking, and if I were sighing and saying that no one's coming even though we're holding 1,428, in the past, even we passed 400 vigil, it was really difficult to go over 10 people attending. Even leaders nowadays, at that time, didn't like that. Even Director Kim Young-ok didn't want to see me because I would urge her. So I didn't have choice but to assign Center Director Kim Young-ok as the counseling director of the Cheonshim Won. Even our brother Reverend Cheonshim Won, he is Africa branch leader, but because of the vigil, he could not go to Africa right away because he had to attend vigil here, and it's very difficult to attend vigil. Many have wondered, how can I not attend vigil? Some people even told me, I'm an intellectual person. I don't separate evil spirits. I cannot do that. So I appointed him. He is the first director of Cheonshim Won, second director of Cheonshim Won, Kim Sung-nam. Like this, I appointed them so that I can force them to attend vigil. They had no other option but to come because they're directors. So they sat down in vigil, and as they attend, they received Holy Spirit. So I asked them to offer prayer for 5 minutes, but they were offering 45 minutes. Their voices were very loud, and they were shaking entire body. And I reported this to True Mother. Reverend Chung Jin-hwa is resonating with heaven. And True Mother told me, you need to educate him more. My brothers and sisters, through spirit world, we must receive stimulation. And that power of stimulation have strengthened through the great work of the fall. We saw that video. As we long for True Mother, we children have gathered at the original homeland, 1,420th. That has become the turning point where heaven's great work, amazing work is unfolding. So, in November, we must show our power, show our energy, show our strength. So, although it's not great work, on November 21st, we're going to hold a vigil at the World Center, offering vigil. Let's gather on that day and offer prayer. If we have 2 people, we will have strength of 2 people. If we have 100, we will have strength of 100 people. If we have 1,000, we have strength of 1,000 people. We have 10,000 people, then we have strength of 10,000 people. That's how much heaven will work. On that day, let us fill up the world center and let heaven work. And if we make that happen, we will receive new strength, new power, new authority over heaven. We will see amazing work of heaven. Just as the lyrics of the Waymaker, we will witness every single words of the Waymaker. In order to see that day, our inborn Samuel Hadebe prophet have come to share and to open that path for us. 인본이 Samuel Hadebe, Zimbabwe Undanga. When Chumada met them, Chumada said that these righteous people must become the Chombo family. They must become Chombo family before Vision 20. How can they become Chombo family? My brothers and sisters, in order to give blessing to 430 ancestors, it took really long time in the past, right? In 1999, in December, as we offer blessing, ancestor blessing from 1st to 7th, after that, we need to stay for 100 days. And we passed down to 7777 generation. So it took, as we came to Vision 2020, it took 20 years. But in the end, True Mother gave us abundant grace. But until we reach over 210 generation, it wasn't easy. One day, True Mother called me early in the morning. Last night, I couldn't sleep because of Hadebe. I couldn't sleep because of Ntanga. They must be registered as a Chombo family. They must bless 430 generations of their ancestors. What can we do? So True Mother gathered devotion after devotion so that she opened the path for all of us to offer, all of us to liberate and bless 430 generations of our ancestors all at once. She gave us abundant grace. If there are people who have not been doing, any ancestor liberation bless ceremony, but there are people who did it at once to become Chombo family, right? And even there are people who ascended to the Chombo family as because the younger brother have done finished the Chombo family. So because that person could not resonate and attended the ancestor liberation blessing ceremony and never experienced that ceremony, but they are wearing a Chombo family and took the photo very sacredly. When we held the Chombo Chanang Yoksa and ancestor celebration, there are people who did not come to 10 people, and so no single evil spirit have been liberated. So there are many people who died because of that. And because century evil spirits' work has been revealed, there are members whose son committed suicide by throwing himself to the river. Another brother or another child, another member have led evil spirit to work through them to become crazy. So although we may liberate and bless our ancestors, but there are things that we must do, which are the fact that we must liberate all the spirits, evil spirit within our body. Through weekend workshop, you must liberate one by one. You must liberate essential evil spirits. Aju. When you move to a new house and let evil spirit work through you and you wake up shouting and driving like crazy, you must realize that spirit living in the new house is working through you, making you sick, will cause a lot of problems. So I should liberate this spirit. Heavenly Parent already taught us this, that we need to liberate the ground spirits too. wherever we go. So we must settle down and liberate all the things so that we can finally see the release and liberation of subjective spirit world, subjective world, and objective physical world. Our Sama Hadebe has become Chombo family, and our brother Seo In-guk have introduced our Hadebe that he has accomplished his responsibility. So he's told me, although I had many things to work, but I let go of everything. I came for True Mother. This is an act of absolute loyalty, even if it means that we have to let go of all the people around us, as he is walking toward heaven. And for all those who only walk for the heaven's will, sacrificing himself or herself, heaven will let them fulfill the will. So our brother Hadebe only followed the heaven's will, even abandoning his family. Abraham, leaving his family, he followed heaven's will. Abraham sacrificed his son only to follow heaven's will. We all know the story, and we know that Abraham has become someone who sacrificed himself, who is ready, who can give, who can receive heaven's will. And our true parents walked the same path to sacrifice themselves as long as they can accomplish heaven's will, as long as they can save their children. And our elder brothers and sisters knew what they were doing and followed them, and they have sacrificed themselves, even if their parents denied them, even if their siblings denied them, even if their friends denied them. They walk the path of heaven's will, only listening to heaven. There are members, our brothers and sisters, elder brothers and sisters like that. If you listen to their stories, you cannot help to shed the tears. They have their history. And even at the last breath of their physical life, they will receive compliment by True Father Spirit world until they live for the heaven, until they ascend to spirit world. The True Mother has been speaking about this kind of words after True Father sister, right? True Mother asked elder brothers and sisters that until you ascend to spirit world, let us go forward until the end. And many people said yes loudly, but many people left her side. Many people were criticizing about True Mother. Said yes loudly, but many people left her side. Many people were criticizing about True Mother that, she should not work like this. She should not do like this. No matter what kind of accomplishment you have made, everything will be broken down into pieces. All the piles, all the devotion you have said will be broken down into pieces if you don't believe, if you don't follow True Mother. So that is why until we die, we must follow the path of heaven, no matter what comes into our life. And only then heaven will bestow you abundant grace. So our brother Hadebe came, and True Mother has made fruit, and that fruit was Hadebe. Hadebe himself told us that he is the fruit of True Mother. Tear, blood, and sweat. She worried, our brother Prophet Hadebe worried about True Mother, but True Mother had great strength. Instead, True Mother worried about Hadebe and Hadebe's children and family. True Mother had an absolute positivity, energy of absolute positivity. And our brothers Hadebe shared the heaven's message. We should not show negative energy. We should show only positive energy. And let us bring strength to our True Mother. Let us set on fire. We must be on fire. In African calendar, it's already 2026, and the year 2026, a year of power, full of power and energy. So, True Mother worries about Korea. So we must be on fire. We must be on fire. We must rise. We must shout. We must show. It's not the time for us to be weak. We must be strong. And only then True Mother will receive strength from us. True Mother will be released. The prophet have absolute conviction. And he made prophecy that True Mother will be released. And after that, amazing work will unfold. Great work will unfold. When True Mother is released, we will witness great work throughout the world. We have to make that work. And we must prepare. And to prepare that moment, we must center true family. We must center on inheritors of heaven's love and blessing. And one by one, we have to accomplish our path to that day, for that day. And last time at the World Center, 614 Cheonshim choir had offered praise. And because we had enough time today, we were able to watch that today. Truly, it was a masterpiece. 아주. Having that energy, receiving that energy, inherit that energy, if we move forward in one heart, we will see the miracle that we never seen before. And our youth will go out, and if our youth go out witness and with greater energy than our elder members, Heavenly Korea will see the miracle. In Heavenly Japan, great miracle will occur. In the past, in our church, even though you became church leader, there were many, many people who could not have a sufficient meal. Pastor's wife, they often go out and sell things such as many street foods. When I joined the church in 1971, there was a cart where they cook bread to sell to people, like a street food. And it was a machinery that pastor's wife used in order to make bread and sell it to live, to earn for their expenses. They didn't have their own bill. They didn't have anything. But after 50 years, we have laid the foundation worldwide. We have laid foundation at H.A. Cheonwon complex in order to show people what heaven looks like. True Mother has accomplished this. Truly, Heavenly Parent worked so hard, and we are truly grateful for that. And we are only sorry because we were late. And True Mother held the Cheonwon Sanctuary entrance ceremony, telling Heavenly Parent that she was late. But if we move forward with centering Holy Mother, True Mother, we will see heaven's work unfolding. True Father will mobilize, and Heavenly Mother, who has been hidden throughout human history, she will mobilize as well. Our brother Samuel Hadebe, amongst his confession, he said the following. Same content. He met True Mother in dream, and he met True Mother substantially, and he confessed that. And now, we have to let True Mother to work. We have to let True Father to mobilize, and we have to let True Mother's body, holy body, to work throughout the world. We must get our prayer and devotion for our True Mother, for our True Father to move, to mobilize, to work. As substantial Holy Spirit go throughout the world, embracing all the saints, embracing all the righteous people, bringing the work of heaven unfolding throughout the world. So all the people pray, all the people of the prophets must rise up. We will see the miracle happening in the Korean Peninsula. Righteous people will come, and person who is bringing all them together as one is our True Mother, our Holy Mother Han. For that to happen substantial, we must offer greater devotion. Cheonshim, when she directed us to offer Cheonshim vision devotion, she told us to offer devotion with absolute faith, with life or death determination, with all investment of our selves. She told us to offer prayer devotion, even to go beyond the heart that 호주님, 형제님 had. Only then we can communicate with 호주님 and 형제님. We must offer devotion for having the heart to die for true mother. Only then 형제님 can resonate with you. Having the heart that resembles 호주님, having the heart that I will never let go of the title of filial piety. Only then we can resonate with Cheonshim Won, where it's true father's office, where it's connected to umbilical cord, all of our true mother, where the womb of our true mother. Because their second eldest son have become one, we must offer prayer and devotion for them to work, for them to come down, for us to resonate with their heart. And when we can move forward with that heart, we can bring resonance to you accomplish heavenly unified Korea. Through Cheonshim Won, you can accomplish anything, but many people have hard time believing in those words. And they have hard time to follow. But as look back from now, we have witnessed and realized that one by one, our prayers have accomplished. So while we are living on this earth, we must attend our True Mother and let all the people of the world to praise about True Mother. We have opened the door of the unification of North and South Korea. As father and mother nation, Korea and Japan become absolute one and centering on the parent nation, all the nations must come together as brothers and sisters and never have any conflict. Only live with peace and harmony. We must bring nation of peace, world of peace and harmony. And only hope to build such world is our true parents. No leaders, no one has that vision, has that path, has that hope. So in order to accomplish that dream with the spirit of monarch butterfly, our inheritance of heaven's love and blessings family has become absolutely one. And if we move forward with them, we will see unprecedented work of grace, work of miracle, work of heaven. And all the religious will realize that only when we reach to that position, to true parents, that is the only path to go to heaven. And that day will come where all the religious leaders will come, all people will come to us with that hope. Let us call out True Father so that He can mobilize. Let us make rightful relations with True Mother. And if you offer prayer with such resonance, on the day when our brother Hadebe came, I'm certain that you will make this time a day for you to testify to other people in the future. And never forgetting this day. Let us offer another big round of applause to President Lee Ki-seong for giving us heartfelt